to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yet now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me, and it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The System Network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad though, it's so annoying. Whenever in traffic jams or roadblocks, not to mention the accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving at the moment, at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
This is London Good. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing. By consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to
Albion
turn
guards
to.
are in service of the
Albion.
state.
And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London's cap, many people were surprised. But we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatization.
Move along. I won't ask you twice.
Police have all identification papers ready.
What does this mean? How can we reverse it? And what's the price of justice? On Buccaneer, we conceal everything.
We know where that go on like this.
Here's Helen.
So much.
We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Just say how I can repay you.
Well, you want to repay us? Then join us. We need man.
Yeah, I'm ready to make a difference.
Responding to the call. Over. Control, suspect has gone swimming.
Sure they're still in the area?
Calling off the pursuit. Over and out.
What the fuck is this?
GBB. First on the scene.
Maybe they think they're a superhero.
He just looks like a beekeeper.
Yeah, got these tiny drones.
Search the premises. We may have an intruder.
This actually happened.
Yeah, mate. Set his bees on one of them big drones. Total meltdown. Wasn't even a contest.
What?
This is a security announcement. Citizens should avoid non-essential travel when possible.
I just popped over to her estate to say hi, and they built this whole checkpoint system with the army station.
Oi, what's your fucking problem?
Don't let the tithead get away.
You should be able to find Abby Tran somewhere nearby.
Yeah, of course. Such a nuisance. What do we have here?
Time to put an end to Abby Tran's dealings with Clan Kelly. Take her out.
kicking and screaming.
I'll hunt down this fool.
This box is clear. I'll keep searching.
They'll regret when I catch up to them.
Nah, no point looking. No one's here.
Fucking git.
If I have to, so do you.
Wait, listen. Where's the man?
Well, Abby Tran won't be brokering any drug shipments in that state.
Great work. Kronos X was on the verge of becoming a huge problem. You've saved lives by keeping it off the streets.
Plus, we fucked up Clan Kelly's plan by cutting them off from their supplier. So there's that.
We're not done by a long shot. But this is a step in the right direction.
draw it out, the worse it will get. Why are you doing this?
Units waiting to me at
Did you get caught?
You're actually right.
Oh shit. Fuck.
We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you.
Well, you want to repay us? Then join us. We need a man like you.
Yes, I think we'll make a formidable team.
That's enough.
Where did they go? Shit!
You brutes!
We've got them now.
Control, we have a crime scene at my location.
Worthless.
Citywide network is the only official network.
Control, we're in pursuit. Over.
Someone better call 999.
This area is being
Safety comes first.
Fucking fuck! Yeah, that 1066 was not. You look familiar. You're dead sick, huh?
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Okay. No visual of target. Ending pursuit. Over.
If we don't do something, who will? Where did you learn to drive?
Keep it up! I like it.
Think about it. Well, I can't really say. I'm shocked.
Profiler says protest leader. Is that like their actual job? Like to lead protests? How'd they get that?
Power to the people! Fancy.
Hey, street artist. Dead Sex could do with some paying art.
That kind of disgusting behavior. Not right. Stopped. We want day. Don't want
No control. Suspect will not be a problem. What's going on with that? Shut it down. That's attempted homicide.
Immigration Act. Any person not in possession of valid
Filming is commencing for the Global British Broadcasting Network.
Someone's hacked this thing. Find them.
Britain's first news
What that's locked down.
If someone thinks they're funny, find out who they are.
Something's done. No, this isn't right. It's okay. Vehicle acting up. Shut it down.
I want to know who's tampered with this vehicle.
suspicious activity to the nearest Albion office.
What's going on with that?
Search the area. Someone's hacked this vehicle.
This is an Albion. All those found to be members of DedSec will be arrested.
Someone's hacked this thing. Find them!
Let's have a look around. I want that inspected. Lock it down. Keep fucking moving.
Someone's tampering with this. Find them.
Area's clear. Continuing the corners. Back off. Keep out of this. Bugger off. Back off. Degenerates!
This is an announcement.
Got a vehicle
For
behaving
your
erratically.
security, citizens should avoid non-essential travel.
I'm not scared of a bloke who spouts some hyperbolic bullshit threat like I'll cut your balls off, mate.
I've had it! Swine! Clear. Let's keep looking. Good God! Fuck! Keep it together. Lock that down so we can have a look.
Someone's hacked this. Scan the area.
Get that locked down.
Around. Find who's doing this.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability, and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Cass, many people were surprised, but we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private companies have guns. So how did it happen? What does it mean? On Buccaneer, we conceal everyone's full names for their own safety. Here's Helen, who investigated policing, civil rights and justice in pre-crisis Britain.
One of the kind of classic hallmarks of a fascist leader is having their own private army. army or police force. You know, it is in a democracy, the state tends to have a monopoly on violence, and that's not what happens when a state fails. You know, you end up with people running their own private militias, and we've seen this all over the world. You know, every kind of great dictator in history has had basically their own jackbooted set of guys that they can send in to rough up people who annoy them. And that's the danger of a force like Albion. You know, you start taking powers to yourself, and actually who is in charge of telling you no? It's always a worrying sign when you see, say, a president surrounding themselves with ex-military guys, with, you know, 5-star generals or whatever it might be, because that sort of suggests that they want to run the country like you run a war. And in a war, you have to be incredibly hierarchical. You know, you have to be top down. People essentially have to obey orders, because that's the only way that you can make that work. That's not how it works normally in a democracy, and that's the problem, really, is you end up in a situation where normal peacetime checks and balances are suspended, and that's really scary.
Awaiting area requirement. Target sighted.
Hold up, that is yours! Vehicle active. Shut it down. 9 minutes tonight.
Updating facial recognition software. Search.
Find the little shit who thinks they can hack our vehicles. You got beef with me, huh? Huh? Why not turn off?
Please pass through this checkpoint in an order.
I told you to get lost. I'll put you in your goddamn place. Stop it right now.
Okay. Let's see what you have. Stop giving me the runaround and hand it over. Now. You got beef with me, huh? Think you're hard.
London, this is 404, the first peer-to-peer hacktivist network. All are welcome. If you want to make a difference, join us. We're taking down the elite, one contract at a time.
Found that on the dark web. Looks like all the cool kids are forming hacker groups these days. But this 404 might actually come in handy in our fight. If all are welcome, that means we are too. I say we infiltrate 404, we get their connections, we get their assets.
If you play nice, they might even help you take out Zero Day. For that matter, maybe they are Zero Day. Only one way to find out. I found street view images of a CTOS hub that's been covered in 404 graffiti. They're marking their territory like an overexcited chihuahua. Dropping the location of the hub on your map.
Anyone here interested in making a bit of money?
Located the CTOS hub.
If you are listening to this, it means you want to learn more about 404. Know what we know. Do what we do. Make your way to the Walkie Talkie Club. It's no big secret that the club is a front for Clan Kelly, but the place has other secrets too. More will be revealed there.
The hub just dumped a massive load of data into your optic. How forward?
You're clever, do you, buddy? What a rubbish bit of kit. Why won't they let me kill him?
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over.
Received. Moving in hostiles direction.
Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted, sweeping area.
Oh, you are the scoreman everywhere. If you're being round around with your goods.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
By now you must have reached 20 Fenchurch Street. The walkie-talkie club is located at the top of the building. Lift access only.
Don't do this.
Awaiting area crime report.
Oh no!
Help me! You need to leave this area right now. You're my fucking hero. Yeah, so long. Go fuck yourself. Come here. ID check.
You want me?
You have arrived at the Walkie-Talkie Club, where those with more money than sense come to lose both.
The walkie-talkie club is frequented by all manner of crooked elites, and the owners, Clan Kelly, have an AI in place to collect blackmail material. Find that AI, and let's see for ourselves what these corrupt scumbags have to hide.
Well, you worked hard and persevered, and now we have nothing. The AI is not actually here, just a relay sending the club's data off-site. I'll find where it's all going, and you find a way out of this loud, obnoxious sweat hole. Deal? Deal. I've done some digging and it looks like the facial recognition AI was created by Broker Tech.
Broker Tech? They're one of the biggest software companies on the planet. Always keep their noses clean, too. If they're buying blackmail material from the Kellys, that's big news.
Everything the AI is collecting here is being sent directly to Broker Tech HQ. We have to go there to get the data.
Hey! Give up! Give up!
Ready for more police work? I was able to intercept a Clan Kelly laptop. It's full of Clan Kelly accounting data. Substantial amounts have been diverted to an unrelated account.
Thiefing from thieves. Is that what they call irony? Maybe we can help.
You may be right. I believe Bagley has a lead. Good luck.
There's one other computer connected to the same network. It's at the old canal warehouse.